Well, the legal trouble for Donald Trump doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. New York State's Attorney General has sued Trump and his children for fraud. Attorney General Letitia James has filed a civil suit against the former United States president. She has accused Trump of overstating asset valuations and deflating his net worth by billions for tax and insurance benefits. Attorney General has said her office is seeking that Trump pays $250 million in penalties. She has also appealed to ban Trump and his family from running businesses in New York for good and bar his company from purchasing property in the state for 5 years. The Attorney General said that her office is making a criminal referral to the United States Justice Department. However, Trump's spokeswoman has denounced the lawsuit as a political act by a Democratic official. And for more on the story, our correspondent Susan Teherani is joining us live from New York. Hi, Susan. What does this latest case mean for Donald Trump? It just keeps getting worse for the former president. His lawyers have already responded, but how do you think Trump and the family will react to the New York Attorney General's statement?
Yeah, this is just the latest in a slew of just one lawsuit after the other. Eric, as you mentioned, we already saw one of Trump's lawyers react to it. Letitia James has been really going after Donald Trump, and this is a case that's been ongoing for about 3 years now. And the reason that it took so long was because the former President Donald Trump was in office. He was in the Oval Office. He was a sitting president. And perhaps now it can continue and go a little faster. But it's very important to note that this is a civil case, and it might even go on for years and years to come. So while it is noteworthy and it's headline grabbing, accusing him of large-scale fraudulent financial practices and seeking to bar them from real estate transaction for the next 5 years, well, this case can, as I mentioned, can go on for decades. So the next 5 years can be, whenever this case gets settled. And I just want to let you know that I am at the United Nations right now, and I'm standing, and behind me, this building here is actually one of Trump's very famous Trump Towers that's facing the United Nations that he alluded to during one of his speeches, that he said that I own a very expensive real estate because the United Nations is such an important place. My real estate is very expensive because it faces the United Nations, if you recall, when he addressed this place. But another thing that's very important is she's also filing a criminal referral to federal prosecutors, and this is just separate from the tax fraud case. That will go to the IRS, and that suit also seeks about $250 million in alleged illegal profits netted from a scheme as well. So, this just spells a lot of trouble and a lot of legal and theatric work for the Trump administration. But also, since his children are involved, I think what this sets the groundwork right now is Letitia James is after really cutting Trump real estate and his businesses off from New York. And, we'll have to see where this goes. But it's a lawsuit, and everyone is innocent until proven guilty. So let's see how long this takes.
Indeed, let's see how this plays out in the long run. Thank you very much. I've been talking to our correspondent Susan Teherani live in New York. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.